Good evening, everyone, and welcome back for another live reaction show. This is the Prime One Studio Next Level Part 5, Part 2, which is crazy. It's the first time they've ever done a second part, which makes us a little bit nervous because we don't really know what to expect. Everybody's like, will there be a DC piece? Will there not be a DC piece? Will it all be video games? Will it all be anime? We don't know. We have no idea. This is the first time they've ever done something like this before. So, we're going to see. But anyway, I want to welcome our folks tonight with us. We have Eric B. from All Things Art. How's it going, Mr. B?
Good. Hey, everybody. Looking forward to whatever we're going to see tonight. Hopefully it's something good.
I was going to say, we'll see something good, hopefully. We also have Mr. Jeff Morris. I love, what do you got? What do you have is that Christmas? I can't tell what it is, but I love it.
Christmas pajamas.
Christmas, it looks like Christmas. I love it. It's absolutely, I feel like I need to go get my Santa hat too now. I got to go get it. And then last but certainly not least, we got Matt T in the house. Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Hey, everybody. Doing well. Looking forward to seeing whatever reveals they have for us tonight.
Me too. I want to give a shout out to Jeff Delaney. He is under the weather, so he was going to join us originally. And Dan might be here, but he has had some power issues. So all you guys up in the east, sounds like you're getting the storm that we got a few days ago. Really bitterly cold temperatures, a lot of power outages, wind. And so, like Matt said, if you hear the wind in the background, you'll know that the blizzard's coming your way. Anyway. Anyway, welcome everybody. We got 120 people watching right now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we're going to be live streaming the next level event from Prime One Studio, which is very, very exciting. And so I will basically the first 15 minutes they said is basically going to be like recap of the last shows and things like that. So we'll get to it here in just a second. But is there anything that you guys would like to see that we didn't see at the Next Level 5 Part 1? Because there was a lot of really good reveals at that show.
Like to see some more hush pieces.
That would be awesome.
At least for these days, they always seem to like focus on like the comic book artists, which is great. Like Jimenez or Bermejo, Jim Lee, Art Germ. So hopefully, like we get some more like artist series type statues again.
That would be awesome. I mean, we did see that Hush, Catwoman, and Batman together, but it would be cool if we saw more because it was just really kind of like a quick render type thing.
Yeah, well, I told you guys that story. I saw Jim Lee in October at Baltimore Comic-Con, and I said I kind of bluffed. I have no intel with Prime One, but I said I know Prime One is doing a Catwoman because I kept asking him if he was working on anything, and he wouldn't say anything. So once I said, "Well, I know they're working on a Catwoman," his head looked up at me like, "Hey," and then he finally gave me an answer, and he said, "All I can say is there's more coming." So. I don't know if that just meant that Catwoman piece, but we'll see.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Like I said, that would be kind of cool if they kind of followed up Part 1 with a Part 2 update. It's been a month. I don't know. Sometimes I kind of wonder if some of those renders are just like, they just kind of put it together really fast just to tease us. But who knows? Darkest Night, I appreciate that. He says, guys, hit the like button. I really thank you guys very, very much. It would be just awesome of you to do that. KVC 1986 says would love to see a Fabog Mr. Freeze. Oh my gosh, I would freak out.
I was thinking the other night, we've never seen a 1/3 scale Scarecrow yet either, other than the Arkham one.
Yeah, that's been it. I'm actually kind of surprised like Iron Studios or somebody hasn't done that. But I guess time will tell. We'll see. I'm optimistic. Hey, there's Jeff Delaney right there. Secret Sanctuary. How about a Chris Reeve Superman? Yeah, no doubt about it. After the Sideshow issue, it'd be nice to see something. What do you guys think about the fact that Prime One is doing that Constantine in 3rd scale and in quarter scale? I mean, that's a big deal. The first time they've ever done and offered both scales. It's pretty neat.
I think that's the way of the future. I mean, it seems more and more companies are doing it.
It's smart.
Yeah,
I think it's. I mean,
it's a bigger audience.
It's a risk, obviously, because it's a factory cost for them. But I don't know. We're seeing lower and lower ESs because of the economy, so it'll be real interesting to see what happens.
It's just interesting to see what they do with the if they're going to offer all the same parts on each of them because the Reaper is not on the 3rd.
Yeah, and that's made a lot of people mad. But at the same time, I'm like, well, at least you're still getting the statue. At least you're still getting. But I can see why they would be upset because that's the coolest part of the statue. I mean, it's really neat. So I don't know. And I feel like that's something they could easily add as a extra cost if they wanted to. Because
I kind of think that they would probably not sell enough of it to make it. It would be so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, would there be that big of a demand for all of that?
I don't know. It's just it's going to be interesting to see, because obviously this is the first time that we've seen them do something like this. So I think this is stuff that we've already seen, maybe. I don't know.
They had some great sales for that Prime one, whatever they were doing, the holiday sale.
Yeah, they really do. A lot of I said I wish I had waited on some of the Arkham, because yeah, some really great prices.
I almost purchased an Optimus Prime, which I don't collect Transformers, but I don't know. It was only $500, and that's a great price for a Transformer piece. But then the shipping was like, it was still like over 200 for economy, and then like 400 for standard, and the economy still said 3 to 4 month wait. And I was like, it's too much.
We're seeing some really big prices from some collectors on the, like I've seen like $1,500 shipping quotes. It's pretty nuts.
That's insane.
I think this is a new piece, I think.
I don't recall seeing this one before.
Yeah, I think it's new.
It's Transformers, right? Or is it something else? I can't even tell.
I don't think it's Transformers. I think it's some anime.
Okay. Looks cool.
Hey, Extreme Collectors in the house. Mr. X, 1 year and 2 days ago from today, I was touching the Batman statue collector. That's true. We were just talking about that, how he was visiting the Bat Cave. Give a shout out to him. So I can't see the chat, guys. If there's anything that you guys want to say or comment on, please do so.
They're asking about audio for the video.
Let me turn it up. Sorry, we kind of, on this show, we kind of go up and down on the audio so we can hear our comments as well. You guys can hear it now, right?
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
No.
My dogs keep barking, so I have to mute every 2 seconds.
You don't hear the video from Prime 1?
No.
No.
All right, that's weird.
I hope you're not in that reflection.
I hear a song.
Trying to figure out how to change it here. Can you hear it now?
No.
No. Nothing.
It's just so weird that I can hear it through my speakers. I'm surprised my mic isn't picking it up. All right, sorry guys. Let me keep playing around with it here. My apologies.
Kind of heard something there. Is he frozen? All right.
No.
Okay. I heard it for a second.
You can't hear the music or anything.
No, it came on for a
No.
second and then it stopped. We hear something. Can we just do like subtitles for now or something?
You might do the video with closed captioning on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the audio. I don't know.
Until you get it figured out. I can hear it.
Now can you?
Yep. A little bit, yeah.
I can't hear you now, though. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can go get some earbuds. Hold on.
It kind of sounds more like it's background audio, though. It doesn't sound like it's coming straight in.
Didn't they show this at the last one?
No, that's a new one. They actually just prior to this showed the one they showed last time, but painted this time. I'm watching it on my other screen.
So did it start yet that we're seeing all these new people?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
it did? Okay. I stepped away for a minute.
Don't go anywhere. We have a special.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sensei coming right up.
That's cool.
Well, if we don't get audio, we can just sing Christmas songs.
It's like coming and going. Like now I can't really hear it again.
I think he's. It's not
Maybe
picking
turn it
up
down.
the dude.
Well, those are a lot bigger than I thought they were.
Yeah, wow. That piece.
Can you guys hear me?
Stunning.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
That's weird. It's like infinity.
You like talking to yourself, Jeff. You like.
Mm-hmm. It's like a dream montage in a movie.
Can you hear me now?
All right, so I can hear you now. Finally,
Okay.
can you hear the screen though?
No. Well, it's
No.
not on. It wasn't really like clear to begin with. Well, it came clear for like a little bit, but then it went away.
But can you hear this lady talking?
No.
No.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do here.
You might have to read it in your Joker voice.
I've got closed captioning on.
It's going around.
Where's my wings?
If we just turn up the audio, is there a delay? There's a delay, right? Like if I turned up the volume on my side?
I think there would be a
Yeah.
delay. It's just so weird that I can hear every bit of this.
Apparently someone in the chat said you have to share the tab, not the screen or window. It's the tab furthest to the right when trying to share. There's a checkbox for audio.
Stereo.
There's just echo cancellation, stereo, audio, automatically adjust mic volume. That's it. So my mic, and then I've got speaker, default, which is the speakers, communications, which is the Shure microphone I'm using, headphones, and then speakers, Realtek audio.
Are you sharing the tab? Casual Nerd saying exit out and then just share the tab. I mean, we've done this before, but I don't know. Maybe something's changed.
I don't know.
They're always updating the app, so who knows the software. Here's something a little bit. You try closing it already and then coming back in?
Says the tab option furthest to the right. Have to check the audio box too before starting the share.
Of these small LED units laid out and implemented for virtual production,
Yep.
Sounds good.
is gaining attention within the industry as a new cutting-edge method for filming.
I don't know what the deal was
Put
with
it
that.
simply, this method projects a
Sorry,
3D
guys.
constructed scene on an LED wall in real time and links it to the camera's movements during filming. This method saves time compared to conventional green screen backgrounds and allows us to focus more on the production side of the video, so we can bring out the best of each character and their world as depicted in their original works.
As you can see, the background behind me is also an LED wall. It's actually an LED studio at Prime One's headquarters in Osaka.
Oh, that's really neat.
So, what do you think? Not only are they exciting new product reveals, but the showcase itself looks like it's going to continue to raise the bar to new heights. I can't wait to see what's in store. Now, let's return to the main event. As most of you already know, Prime One Studio has officially signed an exclusive rights agreement with the actor Michael Keaton to use his likeness.
Ooh.
With this, the studio was finally able to take on the challenge of taking the American movie classic and bringing it to fruition in the form of highly realistic, gorgeous statues. Let us go all the way back to 1989 with an in-depth reveal and review of the brooding Batman and the charming Bruce Wayne.
Sure looks good there.
There we go.
Yeah, that's great. Isn't new, but it's maybe a new look at it.
Yeah.
Looks like they're mixing things up
Yeah,
sections.
that's great.
Yeah, I'll have to wait till the end.
Yeah, this is good. Hopefully, it'll be something a little bit new, a new look at it. Maybe a teaser too for maybe a Penguin or a Joker. That'd be incredible. That'll break the internet.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited to order this. I was hoping it'd go up for pre-order before Christmas. Would any of you guys get this one?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
This is a new profile.
I mean, if I was collecting movie pieces, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's the unmasked portrait.
I saw the suit. I thought it was Alfred for a second.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not sure if I'd get the Keaton yet. I mean the Bruce Wayne. I don't know.
Yeah, I would be good with just the Batman.
Yeah, I think I would probably too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have to have an unmasked.
That's cool. That's cool. That's the first time we've seen that. He's holding the Batarang.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool exclusive.
If you're doing a full movie collection, I could definitely see having Bruce Wayne too.
Yeah.
That's really cool they did that.
I don't know, man. Now I kind of like, oh, should I get it? I don't know.
I was saying then you got to do all of them. You got to get the Pattinson and
Well, I'm getting the Pattinson.
With a deep burden in his
He looks
heart,
good there.
he lurks through the dark streets of Gotham.
how they're doing the Bruce Wayne matchups though.
Comes the dark
Yeah.
hero originally created by Bob Kane. His dark shadowy
And Bill Finger.
features, reminiscent of the movie, have been recreated.
Can we hide the string yard box?
These statues are being
How's that?
brought to you
Perfect. Okay.
strongest top statue makers in the industry. Blitzway and Prime One Studio. From the 1989 film.
Thanks for all your help in the chat,
Batman
guys. I really appreciate that.
comes both Bruce Wayne and Batman.
I like his suit.
From the creative mind of the genius.
Let me turn
Tim
off
Burton.
the. I can
This
turn off the closed
statue
captioning
focuses
too.
on capturing both sides of the protagonist.
I think the
order to
likeness looks really
display
good.
Both Bruce and Batman, as he appeared in the film,
Especially on
two
Batman.
entirely separate statues.
Oh, they have the lips right.
After thorough research, Prime One has created a design that everyone can agree is top notch. First, let's take a look at the
he'll be
legendary Michael Keaton in his
$1,700
performance as Bruce Wayne. His most distinctive
Probably.
feature is his unique expression, which seems
I
to
would-
be the
I would
touch.
hope they could keep the Batman close to about the price of the Catwoman.
Rigorous color
I would hope
testing
so.
procedures were
Which
Because
about
it's
14?
not very elaborate. It was
his captivating
13 something maybe.
Yeah.
result. The skin tone.
This one, of course, is going to have the
contains
cape,
range
so
of
that might
deep
add a little
and
bit
subtle
to the
hues
value. I'm
to
not sure. This,
capture a
I think he'll be
complexion
more
that's
expensive
true
because
to
he's got the suit.
Additionally,
Yeah.
the pose and fashion of this statue were sculpted to recreate
They
the
can keep that price though similar.
Man.
He's gonna be popular.
Yeah.
His sense of composure can be felt in his restrained posture, nonchalantly shifting his weight to one side. The style of his tuxedo is based on the trends of the 80s, while staying true
About that party scene.
Yeah,
such
that's
as
exactly what it
broad
is.
shoulders and wide
Right at the beginning of the movie.
pants. The designers also sought to create a look that would be enduring to the aesthetic of the year 2022. Casually masquerading as a billionaire playboy philanthropist while concealing his dark secret, he is none other than Bruce Wayne.
That looks good to me right there.
And just
Yeah.
as I thought I was finished, we have Batman, the embodiment of inner darkness residing inside Bruce.
That's
Here,
probably how I
he
would
is
display him
brought to
too, with the
life
cape down like that.
exactly how he was in the movie. Everyone's favorite recognizable trademark Keaton pout has been reproduced
Yeah, that looks
Red in
good.
the eyes.
Yeah, that
after
looks really
studying
good.
scenes from the movie over and over. The artists have also paid extra close attention to making sure
would have
that
maybe preferred the
Batman's
return
art
suit.
was faithfully reproduced in all its glory.
I like this a lot.
Just look at him. It's almost as if he were an entirely different being from Bruce. His mask, which is integrated all the way down.
Now look underneath the
his
belt. They
chest
even have
and
the
shoulder.
latex cut
And the
exactly
thick
like it
rubber
was with the
material of the bat suit
urethane suit
appeared to
underneath.
limit the Cape Crusader from moving around.
That's
But
well
that's
done.
exactly why this statue was so enticing. It was important to the artist that the texturing of his suit.
They should do that eyeball movement thing like they did with the Joker.
I
on that.
agree.
Both of the
I think it would
bases
be
have
really
been
smart
elaborately designed
because he
to
can't turn his
showcase
head
both sides.
in the
Bruce's
movie, but
base has
that way
a
you can still
stone-made
capture, like you can
structure,
still
which
angle it
gives him a classical,
Yeah.
elegant
if you wanted
image.
to.
While Batman's design has industrial details that may remind you of the Batcave. Every fan can understand the quality of this beautifully arranged design. I hope you're
This
as
is a
excited
nice
as I
update.
am for this one. It's the 1989 rendition of The Dark Knight you've all been waiting for. Bruce and Batman. These two faces are being brought to you as the pinnacle of sculpting. The latest Prime 1 Studio news can be found on both their official
It looks better. I wonder if they tweaked them or they just did better lighting.
Check
in there.
these sources
I think it's better
for
lighting.
Pre-order Batsuit.
Yeah, I Prime 1, I'm ready. I'm ready to throw my money at it.
Now, from one beautiful statue to another, we go back to DC Comics for a regal reveal of everyone's favorite characters.
All right. Something new, maybe. Here we go. What do we got? Ooh, another Batman. This is exciting. What do we got? I'm not sure what Batman logo it is, but we're starting off with a bang here, guys.
Well, they put DC kind of off to the end, the last one.
Yeah. This, I'm trying to place that logo. I can't, maybe zero year?
Metal.
Oh, metal.
Metal.
This could be one of the characters I haven't done. Oh my gosh.
The Brainiac, I think.
Brainiac,
Brainiac or that
No, it's
somebody
the Murder Machine.
it is Murder Machine. Somebody just said that today that they were hoping it would be
Oh,
Murder
wow.
Machine. Somebody literally just posted that today in the group. That is awesome. Congratulations.
In part one,
That's
we
awesome.
announced an all-new, completely original brand of concept
Yeah,
statues.
the Throne series.
As the name Throne Legacy suggests, we aim to bring you a series of statues that utilizes the throne as a motif for power and sovereignty. Don't blink, because the next teaser is definitely going to have you on the edge
is
of
this
your
Apocalypse?
seats. Or should I say, throne.
Isn't that his symbol?
Yeah, the Omega.
Yeah, yeah, it's got to be Apocalypse. Too. So the first one obviously was the Batcave. They showed us last part one. There's that Darkseid's logo.
Well, was Darkseid in metal? I don't remember that.
Uxus, the ruler of Apocalypse, Lord Darkseid. Created
So
by
Darkseid
the
on
legendary
throne.
Jack Kirby.
I don't think
The
this
new
is
god
not
of
metal.
Ultimate
Okay.
Evil's first
This
appearance
is just DC
was
Comics.
actually a cameo in Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen issue 134. Since then, he has been portrayed as one of the most powerful beings in the DC multiverse. The chief antagonist of New
This is
Genesis'
cool.
High Father and
I
the
think these throne
Forever
pieces are going to be
People,
really popular.
Superman's greatest villain and the arch enemy of the Justice.
Prime One's done a number of Darkseid.
Darkseid's only goal
Love that.
is the complete and total subjugation of
You think this guy talks like this all the time?
That's what I was just wondering. I'm like, I can listen to him for hours.
He goes to McDonald's. Give me a cheeseburger.
every sentient being.
All right. Obviously, that's the concept, maybe.
That's cool. Old Kirby style.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the Kirby.
Oh, wow.
Well, the suit is a little new.
So I'm assuming this is going to be quarter scale. Yeah, definitely a Kirby style. Like super Kirby. That's neat.
Well, the costume is newer, but
Oh, that's cool.
arm.
So
and head
it's a more modern.
Yeah, they did like a little twist on it. The face is the more of Kirby. This is the new 52 Dark Side.
新鮮なだけでなく、ベテラン DC コミックスファンを
I
も
like the
驚
different
かせるよう
swap
な
outs.
見せ方ができるかどうか
That
が
face is
課題
cool.
としてありました。
That's a render right
Therefore,
there.
we reached out to Carlos Standard.
That's all new 52 in the back and Rebirth.
He naturally wanted to pay homage to the iconic artwork of Jack Kirby's The Fourth World. Kirby's aesthetic was inherently cosmic, otherworldly, and 100% in line with the look we wanted to achieve.
Yeah, they
そし
definitely
てカル
achieved
ロ
the
スの
Kirby
デザイ
look.
ンを信憑性と親近感を持って感動的に製品としてまとめ上げるのが私たちの仕事でした。
I like that swap out there.
His power set includes, but it's not limited to,
That's what they like modernized Kirby's art.
Yeah.
stamina,
And obviously, you know,
durability,
Prime 1's current
furious
texturing.
super intellect,
The one they were showing in the background
flight immortality,
the one that was originally based on the new 52 that they did that I used to have.
Look at the
His name was like
eyes.
Makes evil in the multiverse.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah,
behind
back there.
Sculpt him
Yeah.
in a way that brought
That's a good catch.
spine of anyone who was gazing upon him.
I'm assuming that
彼
he'll
は
light
玉
up.
座に座っています。つまり私たちは質問を受けるためもしくは謁見を求めるため彼の前に連れてこられたということです。いずれにせよ友好的な訪問ではないでしょう。
Darkseid has always been portrayed as a physically intimidating character. He towers over even the greatest DC has to offer. You have Superman, Batman, Orion, so on and so forth.
ダークサイドを
That's
目の前にすると身の危険を感じてしまうはずです。この感覚を最大化するために彼の顔や解剖学的な部分にできる限り複雑なデ
Wow,
ィ
is
ティ
it
ールをつけ
traditionally sculpted?
表現の限界に
Yeah,
挑
that's
戦
what it
しま
looks
した。
like.
また
Surely
彼の
not.
コスチュームはかなり
That kind of
重要な
texturing.
役割を担っています。ダークサイドは不死身なので鎧などゴテゴテの重装備である必要はありません。コスチュームのテクスチャーとデザインは
It
威
almost
厳
felt
と
like
威
kind
圧
of like
感
the
が
old
あふれる
superpowers.
素晴らしいコントラストを生み出しています。ダークサイドの玉座は座っている支配者であるダークサイドと同じくらい堂々とした存在感を目指し
Yeah,
ま
the
した。
throne is cool.
So we needed to be
Oh,
able
this
to.
is third skill?
They haven't said, but
Normally, one would be
the-
relaxed
the
in such a position. That
Batcave
is
was
not
quarter,
the
so I'm
case
wondering if
for
all
our
of these throne pieces will
小
be
さな
quarter
椅子に詰め
scale.
込まれたような状態で
I
は
would assume because
ダ
they'll
ーク
be
サイドの
massive
制
with
御
the
を担保
chairs.
すること
Yeah,
は
they're sticking them.
I bet they're all
玉座で
quarter.
採用した仕上げは全
So
て
it would be cool if they offer both.
体験してもらうためのものです。
I mean, God, I would instantly buy a third scale
Honestly, when I
Batcave.
first saw Darkseid for the first time, I was
But I don't see it happening.
absolutely
Be-
blown
Oh, I
away.
can't even imagine how
The
expensive that'd
sheer
be.
existence of this bad boy as a whole is undeniable.
With this statue, I hope to pay homage to one of the greatest artists of all time, Jack the King Kirby. There's no way to know,
Jack the
but we
King.
hope he will like this Darkseid statue.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way he's gonna know.
僕のスタジオの中でも今までにない存在感を放っています。
It's got a lot of
多
swap
くの
outs.
方がコ
What
レ
do
ク
you
ショ
think?
ンに
Like
加えていただける
four head
ことを
sculpts?
願っています。
Well, it's kind of cool because normally when they're seated,
That
and
means
stuff like that, there's not a lot to do with it.
Right.
regal.
But they have multiple arms.
that means extra money.
Yeah, it does. Well, that just means multiple
These are all
versions,
the
though. There's
things
probably a
that
regular, and then
encompass
there'll be a
Prime One
deluxe.
Studios' newest interpretation
Like I bet
of
that
the
one right there
deadly,
is the regular,
tyrannical Lord. of
and then the
all.
angry face with him pointing
While
is.
there are many statues, I'm sure you will
Exclusive.
admit that this one is the definitive, categorical, and ultimate version of the one and only.
I don't know if it's the definitive version, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's just renders right now. Let's see.
Yeah.
Some of them look cool. Some of them like felt a little off. But
Well, like I said, I think that there's obviously going to be a deluxe. Oh, here's another one from the same guy, same sculptor, or same not sculptor but artist. Let's see what else we're going to be bringing us. Is that Ivy?
Ivy.
Maybe. Oh my gosh.
everything's just like DC.
Could be Ivy here. Third scale Ivy. I'd be freaking out. It's
One
going to
of
be
the
an
things
Ivy.
that's the most fun about any
You see it in the back on the screen.
is the back and forth with another artist. Right? And during all these years working in the field, I've had the great fortune of working on some very, very cool projects that have
It's gonna be real hard to
become highlights of my career.
beat Hush.
But speaking of,
We're happy to see them trying.
I'm
Yeah.
very, very excited to announce that for about the past year or so, I've been working with the one and only Prime One Studio.
Yeah.
Although
Working with Prime One has been.
Can't find Hush too easily, so.
I mean, what can I say about them that isn't just visible at first glance when you look at the quality of their work? Their 3D sculptors are so painstakingly
super
committed
stylized.
to doing the best job possible with every inch of what they work on, from the figures to the bases, and that's without even getting into.
Oh, I do like this. I like his work here.
The care that they put into the clean job.
That looks more traditional in the background.
It's been truly an honor to be working with a company.
Ooh, I'm excited
that
now. I
cares
forgot
so
that
much
was
about the
his. I
quality
like
of
that
their
that piece of
Although,
art.
the one that was on the screen in the beginning looked a little.
I didn't like that.
The back and forth with another artist, right? In working with Prime One, it's just super fun knowing that any design I do, whether it's like a clean design or a rough sketch, and knowing that if I give that to the 3D sculptors at Prime One, whatever's going to come back to me based on those roughs is going to be taken to the next level for sure.
That would be a fun piece.
Guess by now, I am here to announce one of the projects that I've been collaborating with.
Like giant boombox Ivy combo.
Yeah, boombox is cool.
Pretty amazing statue of a Dr. Pamela Isley.
Also, it's going to look like that screen right there.
I don't know. We'll see. This is exciting though.
Yeah.
I still want my Arkham one though. Ooh, that looks cool. All right, so far so good. Very cool. Skulls. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Wow, looks like cabbage. Like vegetation. Look at that. Looks like cabbage. Ooh, really pretty.
Different. I like it.
No, I like the different portraits. And this is a green Ivy. Blowing a kiss. Well, I like this.
Yeah, cool.
Wow.
I'm digging it.
That's pretty cool.
Production throne. That looks great.
Now, what scale is that going to be? It's another throne.
I bet that's quarter. Or maybe both. That was really nice.
That was pretty good.
Let me tell you, I've seen in progress shots of this statue, and it already looks amazing, and it's just the raw 3D form. No colors on it or anything yet. When Prime One contacted me about this particular design, the idea was to have Ivy and kind of like a throne, right? So I did my sketch, and I had the rough idea.
Tweeterhead did.
And then sent that out.
Yeah, it did look like that.
Next level. Yeah, it's the next level of
Prime
that.
One sculptures, being the Prime One sculptures, what they sent me back was just something that by far exceeded my expectations. It's a beautiful piece.
This isn't a render here. This is printed here.
Poison Ivy by yours truly in Prime One Studio.
Yeah, because they also said it wasn't colored yet, and it is.
I love that.
Buy it because it's gonna.
I like this a lot.
Thank you.
I don't know. That one could potentially be a good match for Hush.
It would. I agree. I think it's really pretty.
I keep looking over at Hush, and I'm like, looking at that now.
I don't know. It's different.
I
like it.
It's a throne piece. Well, she's sitting. It's a sitting piece.
Foliage of Poison Ivy's presence, we shift to a darker, more sinister set of teasers. We are sure you're going to go crazy.
I like teasers. Man, they're firing out of the gate here. Bane. Another Bane? Oh my God. I'm getting chills here, boys. Yes. Can't believe they're going to do another Bane. Where's Scarecrow? Where's Two-Face?
I wish they would tell what scale they are.
I know. It's killer.
The hesitation or the anticipation.
Oh, it's him again. So they're going all in on this artist.
So it's going to be something modernized.
Third piece. So this is probably just a render here, teaser. Obviously, we've got the bat signal.
Crushed.
He looks like he might be seated. Is it another one?
Wow.
Oh, he's cool.
Oh, wow. This looks very familiar.
God, it looks just like their David Finch one I have. Oh, Nightmare. Oh, what is going on here? That is Flashpoint Batman.
Yeah.
It's the Dead Man too on the right.
Wow, Bane. Oh, it's the City of Bane.
City of Bane.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Another throne piece. So I bet all of these. I bet all three of these are going to be quarter. That looks cool.
Here is yet another teaser under the same series of concept statues. Get ready to enter an all-new world of Batman with this never-before-revealed statue.
It's so exciting. Knight. That's the Batman and Joker right there. That's the Joker logo on top of the Batman. The Joker smile. You can see the outline.
Yeah. Wow.
Come on, be a new character. Be a new character. Cool man bat.
Well, my first instinct was like
Zerk Dark Age. Is this going to be Ryan Brown's finally? And he was talking about it.
That was like a metal or something piece, right? Dark Knight. Yeah, cool. It looks like it.
Wow, the base is crazy. I think this is his. I think this might be Ryan Brown.
I think you're right.
Got a really nice flow to it. Wow, look at that sword.
It's not the same design from the cover, but
That first face looks similar.
could be him.
I think that's the one we were talking to him about. I'm pretty sure.
Berserk.
Berserk Dark Age. I'll have to contact him.
I feel like he showed us something different. It was from a comic book cover thing.
Yeah, maybe
It was
it's not.
based on the armor from
It's like metal or something.
Death Metal.
Yeah, Death.
Not for Frank Miller's seminal 1986 work, The Dark Knight Returns. Next is a blockbuster teaser for what you can expect from this title and from Prime 1 Studio.
So teaser. I don't know if they're going to show us what we already saw.
This is great. Look how many DC pieces we're getting.
I know this is like a whole DC presentation.
Dark Knight.
Are they going to do another Dark Knight Returns piece? They just teased one last time. It's possible. Oh, they're going to do a Joker and a Superman.
Okay.
Which is interesting because the quarter scale has the Joker in it. But maybe this is a standalone. Maybe this is a standalone quarter. This is a Batman. So this might be a quarter scale Batman, guys.
It's the mutant.
I bet this is going to be quarter. I think Prime 1's going quarter, guys, a lot. Ooh, that's a great profile. Definitely a Miller style. Yeah, that to me looks like a standalone.
Yeah. Oh, Joker.
Quarter scale. Joker quarter scale, I bet.
Oh,
Great
wow.
base. Great base. You have that great Frank Miller style with the white suit. Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah, great portrait.
Oh,
Frank Miller Superman. Looks like he is. I wonder how they're going to accomplish that flying. Oh, it's got the tank. The tank is on the base. Yeah, I bet all three of these are quarter scale.
All three look great, though.
They all do. Yeah, this is going to make quarter scale. Boom. Nailed it. That makes perfect sense. I think they're going to do a lot more quarter.
I'm so glad I switched to 1/3 right when they stopped making one.
Studio began their journey with making
Just in time.
1/3 scale, featuring your favorite DC characters under their highly coveted Museum Masterline series.
This is 1/3 right here coming
These statues, full of power and presence, have been monumental in defining the powerhouse that is Prime 1 Studio. In the past, 1/3 scale was a rare sight amongst collectors. And you may recall that the statues were generally 1/4 scale. Dynamic and full of life, the statue community continues to have a soft spot for this smaller scale that offers just as much volume and detail as its 1/3 brother. Next, we're going to reveal a re-release of 2 of our best-selling DC Comics items in all their glory.
They say re-release?
Re-release, but in quarter.
Oh.
Ooh. Re-release, but in quarter, guys. This is big news here. Oh my God, are they going to do Hush?
They just went to Hush.
Quarter scale.
Ivy?
Oh my God, if they do a Hush Superman.
Ooh.
Holy moly, guys. This is going to be changing some games here.
Well, they said 2 pieces. They haven't really done that many Hush pieces.
They've done 4 or 5.
They do Batman, Superman, that alone.
I could see them, especially Superman. That's gonna break. It's gonna freak everybody out because
They'll probably do all of them eventually too.
That's it,
There they
right
are.
there. Yep,
Oh,
they're gonna
man.
do. Oh, they're gonna do both of them in quarter. Oh my God!
Oh my gosh.
Massive news tonight, guys.
Which means
Massive news.
they'll probably do the rest. They'll probably do Ivy.
Oh my
If these go
gosh!
over well,
Well,
there's
the
no
Nightwing.
doubt they won't.
Oh, this will sell out.
Plug in my battery.
Oh my gosh! That is massive news.
Wow.
Unbelievable quarter scale, guys. This is again, Prime 1 is clearly changing the game. We kind of got a taste of it the last show, but this is clearly wow. That is big news.
Prime 1 Studio parallels the game industry in a plethora of ways. Ambitious, ever-changing, revolutionary. Let us introduce a character that is well known within the community as an in-game beauty brought to life.
We have almost 300 people watching with us tonight, guys. Thank you very much. Please hit that like button.
1/3 Yennefer from Witcher.
Have all of these been in quarter scale?
The last Geralt was a 3rd scale, but most of them are quarters.
And it's a big third too, if I remember right. I've seen it. I saw
Yes.
it next to the Fabok Detective Comics. And it towers over it.
Oh.
So is this the same one that they did in quarter, but it's going to be in third?
No, it's a totally new piece.
New sculpt.
Yennefer.
Ooh, look at the base.
1/3 Geralt.
Laptop was dying.
It's a nice sculpt. Look at the
Wow.
texturing on her. Beautiful portrait. Wow, that's awesome. That's exciting for third scale collectors.
I'm definitely excited about that one.
That's awesome. Would you get her in third scale?
I only didn't buy the Geralt because there was nothing to companion with.
So now you're going to reconsider?
Now I'm definitely going to reconsider. Cyberpunk?
So is anything that they showed in the Batman stuff, is any of that going to be third scale?
I hope that Ivy is.
Oh, I love that Ivy.
Or at
That
least
Ivy.
maybe they'll offer both.
Yeah.
Because they didn't specify.
Yeah, I feel like I need that Ivy. That Ivy's really beautiful.
Prime 1 Studios' collaboration with Square Enix.
But she might have to be more like you ran at the same issue with the Harley Arkham, how she's sitting. It doesn't really pair up well with everybody else is standing. So it's like it's gotta be like off to the side, like more of like a centerpiece.
Well, it seems like they're going to a lot of these throne pieces.
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
lot of throne.
I mean, if it's third scale, that's good for me because I'm limited on height in my display.
I was going to say if she's, that wouldn't be too tall.
But I'm good with the Ivy I have.
But like I'm looking at my Arkham City Harley, I think that Ivy will be taller because that base is a lot more substantial. These pieces are really lovely. Cheeky. Square Enix. I think those are really pretty.
The last one they did was great looking. This
Yeah,
looks nice.
I think it looks really nice. Good looking ladies.
So what?
Yeah, those are neat.
So is that fabric that comes off?
I don't know if it's either that or it's got different torsos.
Ended up half naked halfway through.
Yeah. Or maybe they're just, that's like the one's a deluxe, one's not.
I'm
One
not sure
third
how they did
scale.
the other ones.
It kind of looks
That's
like
really
all-
pretty.
Yeah, it looks like it's one piece. Like,
Yeah, it does. It's really pretty.
2 versions, maybe.
Yeah.
Hold on to your hats, guys, because Prime One Studio is finally bringing the following teased properties the high-end, high-quality treatment you've come to expect from them. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss these.
Let's wait. Maybe another game. Huh. Oh, so that's a new license. Blitzway, so that'll be neat.
That would be the TV show.
Yeah. That's neat.
it was also a comic.
That's really cool. So this is another new license here that Prime One has.
John Wick.
Okay.
That'll make a lot of people happy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
That'll be popular.
Currently in development.
So I just want to preface that a lot of times, you know, companies like this will announce that they have the license, but sometimes they don't always do something with it. So hopefully they will
Jurassic
follow through. I
World
can't
Dominion
imagine them not.
brings the
It's
epic
very
Jurassic
popular
saga to a close.
franchise.
But for Prime One Studio, it's the perfect time to recap all the amazing dinosaur statues they've created, as well as to show what else is coming up from this wondrous franchise.
Excuse me.
This might be a little shorter show. They only have 2 or 3 more logos.
He showed a lot though. It went quick.
They did. I mean, they've shown a lot tonight. I kind of like it going quick. All right, another T-Rex.
That's that other thing.
Man, all the new stuff is great, but as long as they deliver the old stuff on time, it'd be great.
Yeah. Well, it's a diorama. That looks good.
I would love
That's
to see
cool.
some of these in person.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how big they are. That looks great.
Well, in photos, they're pretty big looking. So
Yeah.
they got
Is
some
that a
big-
mixed media in this one?
Yeah, they're using the fur, which is similar to what they did on the King Kong, I think.
which didn't go too well.
Oh, we haven't released it yet. The King Kong.
Maybe I'm thinking there was another company that did a King Kong.
Maybe so. I would say Prime One's hasn't come out quite yet.
They did a King Kong from Skull Island.
Oh.
Oh, where it was
pretty big.
And the rest
Yeah, I just remember there was
saw it
issues
in
with the hair.
person.
and
It
stuff.
was kind of
begins.
Not
Final
great.
chapter of the blockbuster series dominated.
I think some of that mixed media is okay and done small areas like Penguin's coat has that fur around his neck.
Gigantosaurus.
I think if they do it in small batches, but that's quite a bit of fur.
Let's take a closer look at the three-way final
good there,
battle
though.
from the film Jurassic World Dominion. First up is the iconic T-Rex, affectionately known to the fans as Rexy. Prime One Studio has created incredible works featuring T-Rexes in the past, and this time around is no exception. Her powerful jaw crushing anything she
Look at the
bites
paintwork on
into.
that.
This colossal titan boasts legs with
beautiful.
overwhelming muscles and a long, thick tail that extends proudly. The scars
Do you think
on
they have
her
factories
back
that just paint the
shoulders have
dinosaurs and just paint the
accumulated over her
superheroes?
29-year history. All of these are reflected
I would think
in
so.
deliberately textured surfaces and rich brown coloring with a natural shading effect. With both eyes locked on, the stoic T-Rex rushes towards the enemy in the thrilling conclusion of her last stand. Next is the Therizinosaurus, which made its debut in Dominion. This fierce herbivore played a major role in the film, including the final battle, and left a strong impression despite only appearing in the last movie. Its distinctive long claws are sure to catch
Creepy.
your eyes.
I need to go back and watch. I don't think I've seen the last few movies they made.
You didn't see this last
just
one?
as it does in
I don't think so.
I did not.
its sharp, aggressive claws are
That's pretty good. It wasn't bad.
With both hands outstretched in
Well,
front.
they had
The details in its reddish-brown fur and sunken eyes create a presence
original
you can
doctors in it.
cry from the movie.
Yes.
Finally, the carnivorous dinosaur
That's what I liked
excited
about it. I liked
fans
they brought
around
some of
the
those
world
cast
when it
members
was
back.
first revealed in the film's trailer. One of the strongest from the Cretaceous period, the Giganotosaurus made its long-awaited appearance in the film. The most striking feature is its massive size, towering over 10
A real original
meters
name,
in height.
Gigantosaurus.
Its muscular legs, long striped tail,
Big dinosaur.
claws, and fangs that line its gaping mouth are just some of the features, along with the subtle details and coloring that truly capture the enormity of this creature. After wreaking havoc on the almighty T-Rex and claiming the title of the most powerful villain in the
I was
final
really impressed with the
chapter of
paintwork.
this series, this monstrosity can be enjoyed as a fearsome new addition to your collection. What's more, these three figures include a special base featuring a fossil layering and is set at the Biosin Sanctuary where the decisive battle took place. The metallic tree motifs can also be seen amongst the rubble and destruction. These three adversaries face off against each other for one final showdown. And now,
Their
this
bases make them look like
climatic
art
moment
pieces.
can be
Yeah.
forever captured in your collection room.
It's like maybe
For
some
more
LED light ups too on
information
them.
on products from the Jurassic
I like the back pieces on them, like the
Prime One
background.
Studio website
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
and
like, it's
official
real
social
artistic.
media channels.
It's neat.
Picking up from part one's breathtaking Predator reveals. Up next is a look back at all the cool and amazing Predator statues that Prime One Studio has come out with. And after that, you'll see a cast of characters that blew away people's expectations of just how unique and individual the Yaoja could be. Everything's coming up. Predator.
Big Predator section here. Prime One's done some amazing Predator pieces.
Yeah, those are insane looking.
They are crazy.
The Predator and
They're big.
the Aliens.
Yeah, they're so big.
Alien vs. Predator.
The 1987 blockbuster film
Predator, Alien, and Transformers. Those are
of interest in the
those things are amazing.
It's massive.
where science fiction meets action. The sight of terrifying hunters from outer space captivated people's hearts.
This guy's got some
And the
eyebrows.
film became a hit series, not only on the big
I thought it
screen,
was his glasses.
No, it's a eyebrows.
video games,
Wow.
and other media
Awesome.
as well. We've seen conflicts between predators in movies like Predators and the 2018 version of Predator. But let's not forget there is a race of predators with whom we have a long-standing relationship. The terrifying creatures they hunt in their rituals, known as aliens, also pose a great threat. Their dramatic face-off against the predators is played out in the 2004 sci-fi action film Alien vs. Predator.
So is this new?
Mhm.
Yeah, they teased it, I think, just by name last time.
Oh, is it
Oh,
a
and do the whole
giant
trio.
diorama? God, how big's that going to be?
It's got to be massive.
I wonder if you could buy them separately. Kind of makes it look like maybe yes. Wow. Get to the chopper.
Looks like Gene Simmons' Kiss boots.
Unholy. That's cool looking. Celtic Predator. These all look really cool. Yeah, the base is cool. These are all really neat. Look at that. They all look cool.
Yeah,
They look a
that's
little.
awesome.
They look a little stiff, but I like them.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, they look a little stiff.
I'm trying to
1/3
remember if
scale.
that's the
Oh
way
my
they
gosh.
walked out in the movie, though, at first, too.
I'm sure that they're real stiff like that. In the, I don't know. That's
been a few years since
crazy.
seen it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Those look
think I
good,
only
though.
saw it once.
Directed
Yeah.
by Paul W.S. Anderson, about the clash between two of Hollywood's greatest
you gotta have
science
the
fiction
alien side.
monsters, is also the
Look at the
first
size of
film
those.
to
Oh, this is
visualize the ancient
Jeez.
relationship between predators and aliens.
Awesome.
プライムワンスタジオはこの映画の主役である
Yeah, when it comes to Predator, their third scale is like the size of a half scale, like normal half scale.
Crazy. Yeah, look at. Did you see that base? Look at that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's half scale.
El estudio a cargo de generar y
That's what it looks
diseñar
like.
los modelos para AVP mantuvo su aspecto clásico.
If you saw that
Pero
guy's
se
hand on his
ocuparon
chest.
de dar más robustez con sus armaduras, cubriendo más
Oh,
partes
these are
del
gonna be
cuerpo
so
para brindar
expensive.
a estos tres cazadores más protección para enfrentar a los xenomorfos.
Celtic es el más grande y líder del grupo. Está equipado con una gran
That's awesome. We
cantidad de
never get to
armas
see the artists.
y algunas exclusivas como la Netgun
Geronimo.
y unas cuchillas especiales. Chopper, quien usa un equipamiento más liviano, es el que usa menos armadura de los tres. Se distingue por exhibir unos cráneos humanos en su espalda y maneja una cimitarra.
Las biomáscaras son bien diferentes unas de otras. Se nota que para Celtic, el jefe del grupo se basaron en el diseño de la máscara Gore, utilizada en Predator 2 por The Guardian dentro de la nave de los Predators. En el caso de Chopper, la biomáscara presenta un diseño clásico también, con el agregado de escamas o branquias en la frente y mejillas, con formas más bien redondeadas.
I really appreciate the behind the scenes.
生物は世界でも数少ないと
I
思い
love
ま
that
す。
Prime One's doing that more now.
このベースは単なる台座というだけでなく、プレデターの建造物を大きいスケールでスタチュー化した非常に珍しいコレクションアイテムにもなっています。これまでの3分の1スケールのラインナップの中でも装備品が多い3体ですので、法人図はもちろん、好きな装備を選んで取り付けられる幅広い差し替えが可能です。
Got some swap outs.
チョッパープレデターの特徴である両腕の長いリストブレードやエリアの定義で腐食したケーティックのブレードなど、劇中の細かな要素も差し替えパーツで表現しています。
Oh, that's cool.
Kharon,
That is
conocido
neat.
como el Alien Hunter,
It's really cool to
es
hear
el
the
único
story.
de sus hermanos que logra ascender al rango de sangrado. De ahí la marca que tiene en la frente, que se hace con la sangre de un facehugger.
Makes me much more want to buy
特に
when I
スカ
hear
ー
the
プレデターを
stories.
使う武器の種類が豊富です。リストブレード、手裏剣、ショルダープラズマキャノンに加え、終盤の戦いでも強い印象を残したスピアなど、複数の武器を使いこなす選手ならではのバリエーションがあります。
En la escena incluimos al Grid Alien, muerto a los pies de Scar, con su cara cercenada utilizando el shuriken, y el facehugger a quien mata momentos antes.
It's also noteworthy that Scar is holding a shuriken with his blade extended. Combined with the alien head on the base, it calls back to that scene where he slashes the alien like a badass.
Spoiler alert. It's only 22 years later, right? Or whatever. What they say, 2004? Look at the size of that. Look at that. So, they're going to have busts again. That is insane. So I bet they're going to sell them as busts.
Never again have the opportunity to see the
really
courageous young blood predators gathered together in this size. The Predator Saga has been produced by Prime One Studio for many years, and this is the result of the extensive experience and expertise in 3D modeling.
Wow.
Las estatuas exhiben el máximo nivel de detalle posible.
That's good. They're already working on them.
Yeah, I was going to say they're already well into prototype stage. At least.
Detrás, el control exhaustivo con incontables referencias, el constante chequeo de todo un equipo abocado.
Keep thinking about that Ivy.
El menor error, un único propósito.
Gosh.
La búsqueda de la excelencia.
ミュージアムマスターライン3分の1スケール、スカープレデター、ケルティックプレデター、チョッパープレデター。長年にわたりプレデターシリーズを作り続けてきたプライムワンスタジオだからこその誇りを持ってお届けする特大ボリュームのラインナップです。ぜひご期待ください。
Awesome.
I'm glad they show that they're working on it already.
Me
all
too.
I keep thinking is how much time is being put into this presentation while this statue is not being
I would
made.
say they're already in production.
Lexicon, very few of them attain legendary status. As he
Terminator?
promised, the T-800 is back in this breathtaking statue from the iconic film classic Terminator 2.
Looks crazy.
So the last one was half scale, right? That they did. I think so. So maybe this will be a quarter. Texture on that. Oh, they're going to have a duo. I bet Jeff Delaney's having a cow right now. Because he wanted to get those dark side.
Yeah.
I think he might have ordered one.
I can't remember if he did or not. I know he was thinking about it, but this looks like it's going to be quarter.
My hand can move a little bit.
Oh, look at that!
Wow,
that's a first. That's like a figure then.
Joints in it,
articulation.
Look at that! Look at that! That was chrome base. That's awesome.
So
no, that's third scale.
Yeah,
that's third scale.
Yeah,
looks pretty cool.
It looks really good.
Is that
this is Blitzway. Yeah, this is Blitzway then. Yeah, it's funny they're doing a lot of the same ones that Darkseid's doing. Same with Catwoman and Batman.
Shots fired.
Yep, shots are fired.
Fabric.
Trust me.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Fabric.
Blitzway
does have it.
It's been 13 years, but the highly anticipated sequel to this phenomenal blockbuster brings us back to the amazing
new
world
Avatar.
of Pandora. Avatar: The Way of Water is only the first of new sequels that will show us even more breathtaking.
So this will be a first for Prime One. Sideshow, of course, did a few pieces, or at least their the bust.
They had two quarter scales a couple years back, right?
I think they did. I can't remember what it looks like though.
I remember a long time ago there was like a half scale Avatar.
I can't remember that. I just remember the bust. The bust is beautiful.
Big P. It was like 3 feet tall.
So this is going to be cool.
For Prime One Studio, the challenge to remain at the top means designing and creating pieces that continue to raise the bar. James Cameron's 2009 breakthrough film Avatar transported audiences to the vibrant world of Pandora, rich with
We were supposed to go see
textures
this
of
yesterday, but our
contrasting
theater was
landscapes
closed
and
because of the
magical
weather.
creatures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Long-awaited sequel is finally
we
here.
were not very happy about that.
Avatar, The Way of Water, is one of the most expensive and highly anticipated films ever made. Jake and Neytiri are now parents and take on their biggest challenge yet, to keep their family together and safe.
Yeah, this one will be next. We just finished Violent Night.
That Prime
Yeah, that
One
looks
has
so good.
chosen the most
What'd you think?
anticipated motion picture of all time.
It was entertaining, but like I told you in the private chat, I don't know if it's a movie I would go back and watch every Christmas. Like it was like a combination of Die Hard meets Home Alone meets.
It's a one and done.
Yeah, I feel like I would just rewatch Die Hard again instead.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
I do like David Harbour.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Bad,
is a
I forgot Bad
diorama.
Santa. They also like there's a mix of Bad Santa also.
Oh, it's really small. It's a diorama underneath.
Oh.
That's really cool. So it's kind of like
Is this gonna
what
be a
some of the-
bust, maybe?
I think it's going to be a bust. I bet it's going to have a diorama scene in front. Or maybe just a smaller scale giant diorama, basically. That's really pretty.
Yeah, they're large characters too. The other company that makes the tent scales are pretty big.
Iron Studios, yes.
Yeah.
This is cool. I
That
wonder
looks
what
awesome.
I wonder what scale this will be. It doesn't look like it'll be too big.
It almost looks like the 10th scale.
It does. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like they do look that small.
Yeah.
But I love the art direction. The water's
base
really
is
cool.
insane.
Is that all one piece or two pieces?
All one piece.
Wow.
That's really pretty. Yeah, really pretty piece.
Bringing the
Look at that.
highly detailed world of
So yeah,
Pandora's
that
ocean
looks
environment
maybe
to life
10th, maybe a little smaller than
required
10th
the highest
actually.
level of technical experience and expertise.
Yeah, it's smaller than 10th scale.
Prime One Studios production artists embraced the challenge to bring Avatar's diverse world
really pretty.
and its heroes together in a way that communicates the same visual experience audiences have inside the theater. This required new breakthroughs in color mixing and materials to maintain the visual fidelity of Cameron's vision.
Cameron.
Capturing the dimensions and textures of the movie meant taking the world of Pandora and literally setting it down onto the table. And that is just what Prime One Studio has done.
That's cool.
Ranked
That's
among
really
the
nice.
very best in the industry.
Love the rock work.
The engineering and design talent of Prime One Studio is on full display with this exceptionally detailed piece.
It'll be very vibrant.
Neytiri and her Banshee are faithfully reproduced in every detail in full flight at the highest point, while Jake Sully is featured expertly riding a skim wing. From the highly intricate wing textures to the truly unique and colorful patterns of both Jake and his mount, this piece is sculpted
Jeff,
to
you said you saw
showcase
this already,
the
right?
force of the skim wing,
I have not.
water surface with its powerful
I
tail.
can't remember who said they saw it and they
It
really
is
liked it.
difficult to find the words to describe how
Dan, maybe?
Maybe it
Are
was
you going
Dan.
to watch this in 3D or regular?
exciting aspect
probably
is the way
3D.
the sculpture captures
I can't do 3D anymore.
life
This
and movement.
makes you nauseous
which
or
are
headache.
It messes with my eyes.
of the
Yeah.
movie. The mountains seem to float behind Neytiri and Jake as they soar from the sky above and along the water surface.
I don't even know if our theater's doing
Their
it.
children swim down below with the beautiful Elu, gliding through a landscape of vibrant corals and luminescent rays, faithfully replicated in 3D relief
We're
and
seeing some
LED.
good stuff tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Prime One
Really cool.
Studio is showing just how far it has come in 10 years, leading the industry with the most
That's
real
big.
materials,
Yeah, it's a big
giving the
piece.
surface of the water a feeling of movement and life. Each of the two halves is a masterfully
So
detailed
it's two pieces.
Standalone, any
That
collection.
looks like two pieces.
of the movie. Displayed together, they represent the years of
you're right.
technical
You said
expertise and
displayed together.
imagination that has made Prime One
So you can
Studio
buy them
sculptures
separate or
so
together?
mesmerizing
There we go.
and highly
Yeah.
collectible. Much like the ambitious Cameron,
And they did it smart. One's taller, so you don't
Yeah.
have the space to get the shorter one.
Yep.
pieces, but also
Gives more
engaging
display options.
visual representations of your favorite characters on the big screen. and will continue to do so for many years to come. As Jake Sully so perfectly reminds us in the movie, wherever we go, this family is our fortress.
Well, she is my favorite new spokesman. Spokesperson, woman.
Well, Shizuka, we've reached the end of part 2 to Next Level X. How did you find all the reveals this time around?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think we could top part 1, but everything was absolutely
much shorter this time.
And we hope you enjoyed part 2 of Next Level
Yeah,
X.
it was shorter, but it had more of an impact.
Yeah, it did. It was like a lot more of an impact, a lot quicker.
Yeah, I enjoyed that way better.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Anniversary celebration.
Join us next year. as we
More
present
bang.
More incredible reveals.
See if they give us a date.
Surpassing the volume of our.
We got a lot of behind the scenes stuff showing
studio
already
team
in the works and stuff.
hard at work preparing for the climactic ending to their 10th anniversary celebration.
Part 3?
So they ask you to give a little more time to perfect their craft. It's going to be a wild one.
Bye, everyone, and see you next time at
Prime 1 Studios, Next Level X,
Part 3.
Part 3. That's crazy.
Wow.
Part 3.
Everything's quarter scale.
Yeah.
We're redoing everything in quarter scale.
I don't know. I'm hopeful that, all the ones they showed in the beginning for DC that weren't officially said one way or the other end up coming out in both. I think that's a good possibility.
Yeah, I just don't want to see rehashes of old statues.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I mean,
I would be surprised if we don't see a quarter scale of that Batman Who Laughs.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I think that quarter scale Superman is going to sell all time high for Prime 1.
Yeah,
that Hush Superman.
5,000 or 6,000 made.
Because how many people have said, man, if it was just a quarter scale, and now it's going to come true, and it's going to be a massive quarter scale.
I wonder if they'll do both fabric and the sculpted cape on that one.
I bet not. I bet it's just going to be the sculpted. But I could be wrong.
But they did point out that was sculpted cape. So it made me think if they weren't going to do it, they wouldn't have pinpointed that is the sculpted cape.
Chester Smith says, okay, Murder Machine and Ivy. So that Chester's in on the Murder Machine for sure. Rick says, meh.
Pictures of that.
Hush 1/6 line. Well, I don't think we're going to go to 1/6, but definitely 1/4.
2 years from now, we'll get that.
Yeah, Bane on Throne. That was another one really cool. Dylan Hicks says, I'll get rid of my 1/3 for 1/4. Certainly. That's the hard thing is like I love 1/3, but the one reason I love 1/3 so much is because of Prime 1's quality. I've loved Prime 1 and the aesthetic. So now knowing that they're going to do a lot of these quarter scale stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do here? Because I think the quarter scale is going to be awesome too. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a little bit more affordable.
I was going back to when I used to have the new 52, and that was their quarter scale, and the quality was great, and they were just solid pieces and big pieces too.
Julia Rose says that Ivy. I think that's the one I'm most excited about. Is that Ivy? I want to see more of her. I think she looked beautiful, really beautiful. 1/4 scale. Yeah, I could see them doing the Fabok Batman. I just don't know. Like how deep will they go? I think here's what I think. I think they're going to test the water. They're going to test the water, see how they sell. Again, which is not a good example because Superman's going to freaking blow the internet off. It's going to be nuts. It'll be interesting to see how this Hush Batcave sells at quarter. But I can absolutely see them, like you said, Batman Who Laughs. I could see them doing. I could see them doing the Hush Ivy in quarter scale. I don't know.
I feel torn though right now as somebody who doesn't own either the Batman or Superman. I missed out on Superman just being too late, but Batman did not fit in any of my displays. But I already have Ivy and Huntress in third. Yeah. Do I go quarter now?
That's the thing is I want to know how deep they're going to go. Like I want to know if they're going to do. If the model going forward is okay, we're going to do them in both scales, or certain popular pieces we're going to do in both scales. I don't know. 1/3 is still my favorite scale, but
they skipped over the first Batman Hush, the one where he was crouching down.
Stanley says, "Is Eric going back to quarter scale?" No. But you can go both. You can. How do you think the price of the 1/4 scale hush pieces at this point? They'd be almost the same as retail price. I mean, that's the thing is we're talking
it'll be higher.
Yeah, we're talking 2024, 2023 prices. So yeah, I mean, this is not going to be This is going to be $900. I mean, that original Hush Batman was $900, believe it or not.
Yeah,
I think Superman might have been too. So no, it's not going to be $900. I think you're probably going to start around. What do you guys think? 1,100?
Probably
higher.
Oh, you think higher?
I think 1,250 at the cheapest.
And expect expensive shipping because they make their statues solid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about shipping that Superman with a 1/4 scale sculpted cape, that's what?
Yeah.
2 feet?
Yeah.
2.5 feet?
Yep. Bat Beast brings up the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Returns Joker finally. I wish it was 1/3. I like that they actually told us what scale it was because it's been so, kind of gray area on all these reveals. And I think that's intentional. I think they're still trying to figure out what they want to release when. So yeah, the Dark Knight Returns Joker, which again, they had the Batman, the Superman. That I think all of those looked really good. Amanda, first time watching. Love you guys. Hey, thank you very much, Amanda. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Glad to have you here with us. It's awesome. 1/4 scale Hush Batman and Superman. Definitely Ivy is a good possibility for me. I just really want to know. I just think all those throne pieces are going to be 1/4, but I don't know. I'll get her in 1/4. I liked her a lot. I'm anxious to see her. C3PO is now a member. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just whenever I feel left for sticking, or just when I feel left out for sticking with 1/4, they do this. I imagine the owners of the OG Hush statues might be pissed. That's the thing is we could be pissed all day long, but Prime One's going to do whatever the hell they want to do, and we can either be pissed about it or we can move on. And so that's why I suggest you do.
This is one of those things that doesn't. There's no need to waste your energy being pissed.
No, there isn't, because
regardless,
at the end of the day, if you're a 3rd scale collector, then you're a 3rd scale collector. If you're a 1/4 scale collector, or collect what you love, that's what it is. Yes, there's going to be people, no matter what you do, they're going to be pissed off. But I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't care if I spent $1,000 more than the guy next to me. It's because I did when I bought it when I did. I could have waited when it was on sale or whatever. We could be mad about it for 5 seconds, then we need to move on because at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yes, I think there's going to be a ton. I think out of all of this news, I think that is going to be the biggest news that everybody's going to be talking about is those Hush pieces in 1/4 scale, because again, they have been asked for years to say that, especially that Superman. I think that's going to be the biggest thing people are talking about.
Black versions that they did in the 3rd.
It's very, very possible. I think you'll see. I don't know. I think they're going to test the water and just see how they sell, but I think they're going to sell a ton of these.
Oh yeah,
I really, really do. Just like Houghton says, 1/4 scale Superman all day for me. And again, that's I think most people are going to order. I'm actually considering ordering it just because I like that piece, but I didn't ever have room for him. I don't know. I got to think about it. The Ivy legs were too cabbage, but I like the face sculpt was great. Yeah, those face sculpts were beautiful.
It was very specific.
It was, and it was
not a general purpose.
No.
With an Ivy for your collection.
No, it was a very artistic, stylized piece, and I think that's why I like it. It is, yes, like I said, it is very cabbage, but I like it. I think it's cool. I have Hush Superman and Batcave in 1/3, and I don't see myself trading them for 1/4 scales. They have such presence in 1/3.
Yeah,
and I agree 100%. There is a big difference between 3rd scale and 1/4 scale. It doesn't matter if you. The
bats on his shoulder looked different than the one.
Oh, I hope.
It looked like they were one piece or maybe two. They didn't look separate.
I pray that they do them together as one piece, because those bats, as you can see, I've got one bat because they always fall off. So I would love for them to engineer that better, and I hope they do.
I always felt like those designs worked better in 1/3. That's why they were made in 1/3. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they look in 1/4.
Well, I mean, whenever we see, like, I don't know if you guys watched the Joker comparison video that I did maybe yesterday. I can't remember. Did you guys watch that? But anyway, it's the 1/4 scale next to the 6 scale.
Yeah.
And they're identical. Like, they are identical. I like the 1/4 scale better because it has more presence. It's a much bigger piece. But that's not saying the 6 scale is not good. It is, but they are identical.
Yeah.
So for me, I get more of a wow factor the bigger you go.
Yeah,
However, I don't like half scale. So like that's not always true for me. But I love 3rd scale and I love 1/4 scale. And so I think the fact that the companies can produce them without any detail loss, I think that's the key. Is that you're going to get a Prime 1, a really awesome Prime 1 statue in 1/4 scale, knowing that it's going to be the quality of the 3rd scale, or at least close to it.
Yeah. I mean, Prime 1 1/4 scale statues, I have some Witcher ones, and I have the Horizon Zero Dawn. They are very impactful in your collection at that scale still.
Super.
Like you said, their detail is no different than looking at any of the Hush pieces in 3rd or anything.
Yep.
They're still, presence is huge. And they're still huge pieces.
Yeah.
I mean,
our 1/3 scale selling less. This is the Namek Brotherhood member. Thank you very much for being here, Namek. Our 1/3 scale selling less. Is this the reason for 1/4 so much? So what I believe is the economy is in the toilet. So people are not spending $2,000 on statues right now. You can tell that this is the case because of companies like Sideshow having constant sales. That was unheard of years ago. Prime 1 having multiple sales at really incredible prices, like $400 1/4 or 3rd scales. And so, yes, people are not buying right now. You're also seeing a very low edition size on a lot of these statues. Not all, like the Chris Reeve Superman, which will be in stock for the next 20 years. But there are a lot of statue companies that have very, very low ESs. And the reason is not because they want the ESs to be low. It's because people are not buying. And so that, I think Prime 1 has shifted their model a little bit to 1/4 scale because 1/4 scale is more affordable. Well, at least they used to be more affordable, but a $1,100 statue is still more affordable than a $1,700 3rd scale. So yeah, there is a fine line here, but I think that people are going to gravitate a little bit more toward that cheaper price point or get out of the hobby altogether.
These 1/4 scales are going to be the same price as what the 1/3s used to be years ago.
Right.
Well, I mean, look at that Constantine. The pricing,
which is insane. So if you don't, we haven't talked about it here, but the pricing on Constantine, the 1/3 scale without the demon angel of death in the background, is the exact same price as the 1/4 scale with that. Which is, I've never seen that done, it's pretty surprising. But we'll see. Jeff Delaney in the house. Maybe they'll surprise us on the price of the Hush soups and bats the sculpt is already paid for. It's a good point. Maybe they'll pass the buck along and help us out. But I want to be optimistic, but I think they're going to ask a lot, especially for that Superman.
I don't know. They might look at selling more for a little bit less.
Well,
if it's semi-affordable, I think they'll sell the shit out of it.
It's very possible. Paul is in the house. I have 1/3 scale Hush line, and I am not sorry. I love them and glad to have them. I'm right there with you, Paula. I'm really glad to have the 3rd scale. I'm going to continue to get 3rd scale whenever they make them. But I am interested in my new display. I've got a video coming out talking about the Batcave and my plans, and I'm gonna have a lot more room for 1/4 scale. And so, I'm excited about the idea of more 1/4 scales in my collection that are not just Sideshow. Sideshow has been the standard bearer for a long time, but I absolutely love Prime 1. I love Prime 1's quality. I love their texture. I love their storytelling. And I like that they work with actual artists in the industry that are comic book artists. I'm not saying that Sideshow artists aren't. I love Sideshow's artists like Daniel Bell and Matt Black and so on. But in terms of working with Jim Lee or working with, Jason Fabok, I like that Prime 1 does that. And so I'm very intrigued to buy some of these 1/4 scale pieces. So that has me very excited to collect those 2 scales. I'm not collecting 6 scale. I'm not going to collect very mini life-size bus. So that's that's my focus going forward. So we'll see. Aaron or Arthur Fleck, thank you very much for being here. Brotherhood member tonight, YouTube member. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Arthur. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I only want that Superman Hush in 1/3. Otherwise, there isn't one piece I was tempted to get. Okay. Dickface Alvaro says, I'm going to need another job. Seriously, statue collecting never stops. It's like riding a merry-go-round. I mean, that's the thing is if you're trying to put on the brakes right now, it is not easy to do because they keep having so many amazing pieces. Josue says, can't wait for Homelander. Paula, I'm happy with my 1/3 scale statues. I won't trade, but I'm happy for those who collect 1/4. They will get a chance now too, and there is room for all. I also want to congratulate Paula. Paula is the new owner of my Samurai Catwoman. So congratulations to Paula. That's very awesome piece. Awesome piece. Yeah. Let's see. Well, we got Lane Kramer in the house, $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Lane. So if they do Wick and Kane, Donnie Yen get both. I don't know who that is. Who is Wick and Kane? Is that do you guys know?
From John Wick.
John Wick.
Oh, John Wick. Yes. I don't know. I can see them being, like I said, incredibly popular. I don't know. It depends, Lane. It depends on how much you love those characters. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I wonder if the change to more 1/4 scale statues is because the price of materials is going up and they might be seeing or forecasting less. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly, Jonathan. I think that's exactly what's happening. There's no yawning. You can't be yawning. Yeah, Homelander is a dream piece for me. That's awesome, John. Let's see. Kevin says, my wife got the Horizon 1/3 scale pieces already, and we're tempted by the 1/3 scale Witcher. So the new Yennefer might mean we get both. I mean, that Yennefer looked phenomenal. I know maybe Matt might be interested in that piece.
Yeah, good chance.
I want that Fabok Batman $525 shipping. So again, that's also going to affect shipping prices. It's going to be cheaper to ship a 1/4 scale.
I wonder if would they be 2 boxes or 1 box?
Yeah,
it's a good. I don't know. It's a great question. But even 2 boxes of that size would be smaller. Kevin, I am feeling the same. I love Yennefer. That's awesome. Bobby says, I want that Hush Batman, but in black. Oh, here we go.
That's next.
Yeah, here we go. The Boys, John Wick, Alien versus Predator, Scar, and Terminator. I need to win the lottery. No kidding, Mitchell. We all do. Believe me.
Yep.
Daniel says, I'm not sorry about the 1/4 scale Hush pieces. In fact, I'm happy because others get to have great statues. That's a great way of looking at it. I mean, that's the thing is the more the merrier. The more we can expand this hobby, the more we can get other people to see this amazing stuff and have it in their collection. If you can afford a 1/4 scale, but you can't afford the space or the money for a 1/3, that's awesome. Good for you. I'm really happy. So I don't see that as being a problem. I mean, I guess you could say that maybe, well, I thought my 1/3 scale was exclusive and the ES was low, and now I'm not going to be able to resell it for as much. There are people that are going to feel that way. But again, collect what you love. Collect what you love. Be happy for others. No standalone 1/3 scale Hush Catwoman. My world has ended. Gotham Goon, be patient. I think that there are still pieces coming. Obviously, there was that teased Catwoman and Batman. Do you guys think we'll ever get a standalone Catwoman, or do you think it'll just be that diorama? What do you guys think?
At this point, I think the diorama is it.
It might be. It might be.
1/3 Riddler from Hush.
Oh, I'd love that so much.
But at the same time, though, I think they also might be waiting because when they released Arkham Ivy, it was so close to Hush Ivy. They were both available at the same time, and they still have Bermejo Catwoman available.
That's true.
So to put a Hush Catwoman would hurt sales on the other.
Yeah.
I have a ton of videos coming out, like big videos coming out in the next week. Countdown top 10s. I just filmed my massive room tour, my 40-minute room tour today. I've got so much content coming up over the next week, of course, going into 2023, my anticipated pieces, my pre-order recap, and all the stuff that I have coming. And that's one that I talk about is that Catwoman that I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I'm really, really close. It's really grown on me. But I wanted to wait to see what else they were going to come out with. We have a question here. Jeff Morris, do you still collect Hot Toys?
I still have them. I've not gotten a new one in a long time, but I was happy to see the Mantis
Yeah,
today
that looked real.
from the Guardians holiday special.
I think I commented on your post of like it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun piece.
Yeah, I like that they did. You know, she is particular to that show with those accessories, and they come off. So
That's neat.
You know, then she's Infinity War and Endgame.
It's really neat. Let's see. A damned Harley Quinn would be so sweet. They're actually going to do that. They showed that on the last show. Stanley's asking, "How's the weather?" It's cold. I think it's cold. It's cold everywhere. Cold.
Windy. That wasn't a damned one. That was metal last time.
That was metal Harley. That's what I was going to say.
Oh yeah, the metal. You're right.
Harley.
It wasn't a Lee Bermejo.
That's right. I don't like that. I don't like the Lee Bermejo design with the kind of the Marilyn Monroe hair. I don't like that. I don't like that hair Harley at all.
I would like to see him do the more of like a either I don't know what outfit, maybe a jester to match the Ivy they just showed on a throne.
That could be kind of cool.
Be different.
The name
it would be cool to see her in that outfit of the Hush, that jester outfit.
The Namic says, "Do you know when a statue company gets a license, say DC, is it specific characters or any DC character?" So I think in talking with some statue companies, I think it just varies. But I think a lot of times they obviously want to push whatever their current thing is. So, you know, if Dark Knight's Metal is out right on the newsstand, that's the characters they want being sold. Which is why I don't think we see a Riddler very often, or we see, you know, some of these other characters because they're not what they're trying to push at the time. However, like I'm still dumbfounded by the Riddler because he was in the movie. And so I like, why would you not want to capitalize with some of that storytelling in 3D form? But it's Warner Brothers we're talking about. There's not a lot of common sense in terms of what they're doing right now. So
he's also the main mastermind behind Hush. So
yeah, right.
Need a Riddler. Wow.
What are all your ages? I get into this hobby 2 years ago and I feel like an old fart. I'm 54. I'm 46.
42.
58.
34.
See, there you go. We have a wide variety, you know. And I'm always looking at my YouTube analytics. I've got people that are, collecting that are, below 14 all the way up to, in their 80s. And so it's awesome. That's what's great about this hobby is anybody can collect. So never feel like you're an old fart because here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're, it doesn't matter if you're, Jeff, it doesn't matter if you're 58. It doesn't matter if I'm 46. It doesn't matter if you're 38. It doesn't matter. What matters is because we're all kids at heart. We all love this stuff. And that's all that matters. It keeps us young. Art. It's all beautiful art. It's fun and it keeps us young. So there's absolutely no harm in it as long as you are not breaking the bank. So yeah.
We're all waiting years for the statues to come.
Yes, we are. We might be 99 before some of these. Yeah, that's right. At least in the Star Wars licensing world, a company might pitch a character to Disney and they can shoot it down if they don't feel it'd be successful. I mean, I think that they can make just about anybody they want. However, again, I think it really comes down to, is it going to be profitable for us? Obviously, Batman, Harley, Joker, the same ones that we see over and over again. They make them because they're profitable. You don't see a lot of Penguins because there's a risk. You don't see Clayface. You don't see Man-Bat. You don't see any of these characters because they are a risk and they know that they won't sell a ton. They will sell some to me and maybe a handful of other people. So that's why they just don't make them. They don't have the confidence. Chester Smith, 68. I love it. Cram is 23. We got 60 years old. I'm 68. So again, we got a lot of 52 right here. Axel is 22. That's awesome. We've got 30 years old. I thought I was on the older side of collecting. No, you're a youngin'. We got 33. We got 44. So again, a wide variety. I love it. Rick says,
I have some stuff that I've kept that is older than some of you all. I have a couple of. I have my Mego Star Trek figures. I had when I was a kid.
That's awesome. Are they still boxed?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, no. They were
you got
mine.
some money there. Yeah, you got some money there. That's awesome. I loved those when I was a kid. I had the Star Trek ones, and I had the Superman and Batman and Catwoman.
I have my Star Wars figures.
That's awesome. 37, 27. Man, we got so many great ages here. I love it. 270 people watching. I want to thank you guys again so very much. Please, again, hit the like button if you would. I want to remind you just real quick while we're we're paused here. On Wednesday, we're having our live auction show. That'll be our next Rogues Gallery. So that'll be Wednesday. January 11th is going to be our Batsy Award show. So I definitely want you to tune in for that. It's going to have a lot of special guests. We have a giveaway that night. We're going to be giving away the Batman Who Laughs from XM Studios, courtesy of Todd at Spec Fiction. And so I want to give him a shout out. And so you have to be here. You have to be here watching live in order to win. I do, of course, ask. Actually, I think he's going to even take care of shipping. I think so, because it's going to come directly from Todd. So anyway, please join us. Make note of that, January 11th, and then again next week, next Wednesday, almost the new year, which is pretty exciting. So it's almost Christmas, guys. It's nearly Christmas Eve. Are you guys excited for Christmas?
Yeah.
Ooh, there we got a Darth Vader right there.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is from before. There was one movie before The Empire Strikes Back.
This was what, 1978?
Yeah, 78 or 79.
Is that like a rare piece to find?
I don't think so.
I don't see a lot of them
Used to have
around.
a lightsaber, but it's lost.
Well, it sure looks cool. I mean, it's like a big version of the figure. Did it have the
Yeah.
lightsaber that came out of the hand?
His head's
No.
It looks like Spaceballs.
Yeah, dark helmet.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. God, I love that movie. It's so good. Did they announce when part 3 is? No. They just said
It's next year.
next year. So I'm guessing like maybe March. But who knows? I mean, this was a month later, which is crazy because I was in Boston the last one. So it was crazy. It's just awesome. So anything that you guys are super excited about that are like probably a yes?
Yeah.
Ivy for me.
Ivy for sure. Possibly the 1/4 Superman and Batman. The
Yeah.
Hush.
Yeah.
And then Witcher's Yennefer.
That's really cool.
I mean,
Super
Ivy was
cool.
the most impressive to me, but I'm happy with my Hush Ivy. So
I'm trying to think, like, I would consider selling this 3rd scale and getting the quarter.
the
The
Ivy.
Batman?
The Batman Hush.
Would you wait for the black version or a blue?
I don't know. Probably, I would still probably get the blue, but I just don't.
So
I
would
don't
you
know.
do the Superman and Batman quarter scale at that point if you did that?
Maybe.
That's what I was hoping they were going to show tonight, like a Batman versus Superman from Hush, like fighting, like a Diehl.
I just don't know. Like, maybe I need to rethink it because I do want to get that Hush Batcave. I mean, the new quarter scale on Throne. So maybe that's all I need. I don't know. I really like that piece a lot. I don't know. I wish we knew. I guess that's my biggest critique. I guess because I'm going to do a hit or miss on this. That's going to be my biggest miss is that they don't tell us what scale it's going to be because it really helps with planning.
Yeah.
And for all this kind of gray area, like what are they going to do? I don't love that. Whereas before we always knew Museum Masterline meant it was going to be. But I think this Throne series has got a little. I mean, have they said the Throne series is all going to be quarter? Maybe they did, and I just missed
Either
it.
way that I saw.
But I'm guessing the Ivy will be quarter.
Well, wasn't though the what do they call it? The Throne Batman, the tactical suit.
Yeah,
that was by Gabriel Diehl, which is a totally different artist. So I don't know if that's a different collab or
that could be. That's the thing is I just want the info. I want the information.
Looks like these new ones tonight were all the same artist.
Yeah,
which is different.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Jimmy G, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Jimmy's also a member of the Brotherhood of the Bat. Thank you very much. Give him a like. I finally figured out how to change my name. LOL. I'm getting that's awesome. I'm getting Bane on Throne. That is cool. So again, that's City of Bane, and that looked really cool. Looked like there was a couple maybe add-ons. Looked incredibly similar to my David Finch Bane. But I did like the way he was kind of like hulked over the chair. I think that looks good. I can't see that one being third. I think that's definitely got to be quarter, but who knows? But again, thank you very much, Jimmy, again, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Chester says this was my weakness in this part 2, not specifying scale. Yeah, I don't know. Is it disappointing to you guys too? kind of frustrating.
It was interesting how they
They
specified
need to be.
thirds
They need
and
to let
fourths.
that be known.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think it through, and on one hand, it makes you talk about it more because you don't rule it out right away, saying, "Oh, it's not my scale." So now people are going to talk about it for the next few weeks.
Sure. Well, it
'Cause
gets
they
great.
don't know if they want it
It's,
yet or not. They
it's,
don't know
it's
what it
great
is.
for
Yeah.
it's great for
Yeah.
shows like ours.
Yeah.
Grunge Madman says on all the throne pieces, Prime One said in live chat on their stream that they're all 1/4.
All?
So I'm guessing the Ivy will
That
be.
makes sense.
I mean, it's going to be big. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. But I would still buy that Ivy at quarter.
Yes.
But I'd prefer it third. When
If
it
you
comes
have
to
the option, would that make a big difference to which ones you guys would all get?
Say that again.
If they have the option between third and fourth, like they did with the Constantine, would you still stick with third?
I would
Or
get
go
third
for Space Saver.
I think it does depend on the piece. I don't know. I just feel like maybe which character I like more, which one has more impact. But I think that I think with that Ivy specifically, I'd get the third. But I just prefer that scale. That's just a scale that I love. I feel like it has more impact in your collection. But I don't know. I think they'd be shooting themselves in the foot if they did different scales for the Throne series. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Time will tell. I'll put up a photo of my Hush Ivy for Eric on the Facebook group so you can see the difference with the eyes painted with eyeshadow. It looks even better, just like the artist prototype.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. Thanks. If you could do that.
Thank you very much, Gotham Goon. Is Tweeterhead doing a showcase reveal video?
If it looks good, I might do the same.
They don't really do reveal videos. I'm going to talk to Chad because I think they could do a showcase. I think that'd be a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Board Cube 1 of 2, especially with all the pieces that I know that's coming out, which is going to blow everybody's minds.
Oh, yeah, the 89
It'd be
Batman
cool
was
if
good,
they
too.
could just come on the show and do it, or do it with you in a live thing.
I think that would be awesome. I'll talk to Chad. I think we can work out some things that would be a lot of fun this year. Oh man, $20 super chat. Matthew Martin, thank you very much. The Dark Knight trio is a must. Thank you guys and happy holidays. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. This is very awesome. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Incredible super chat. Thank you. That's awesome. The hardcore collector, I really want a black version of the Tactical Throne Batman. I would like to see what that looks like. I think it might be too much black because it's so much of the dark cave, dark computers. I don't know if aesthetically it'd work as well.
There were a lot of people that wanted a new Hush Superman, but in 1/3. But I don't know what pose they would do. I feel like they nailed it on the first pose.
I was gonna say, why mess with something that everybody loves? That's why though, is because people can't get it. And again, this is gonna change the game.
That captures the perfect moment in the story. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I mean, other than him fighting Batman, that's what I was thinking today. It'd been cool if like they did I don't know. It might be too big having those two big characters, but a Batman versus Superman fighting scene from Hush, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And quarter scale would be,
I mean,
more manageable.
Yeah.
Sideshow had the diorama, in fifth scale, but that'd be really cool if we Prime One do something.
All Thrones and the Dark Knight Returns are 1/4, according to Majid. I don't know if I said that right. So I don't know. It's pretty crazy. A lot of good stuff, and I've got a lot of editing to do tonight. Apparently, some reaction videos to do. But anyway, this was a lot of fun. I like the shorter profile. I mean, the shorter segment. I think that it went super fast and was exciting.
It
Didn't
seem
drag
to have
on
as much filler.
Yeah, didn't have as much filler. I really liked the presentation tonight. I like this that they broke it up. Which is cool. It gives us something to look forward to. So that's awesome. C3PO is saying, thanks to Jeff Morris, I have the art print that inspired the Del Auto Throne series, or the Throne statue, hoping it'll fit my office. For that reason, I might be okay with the blue suit. That's cool. Just some bum. Hey, Eric, I have a question. I would like to pick your brain. I have a statue paint issue where the paint on the translucent resin is peeling. I know what you would like. I would like to know what you would do.
Yeah, that's a little tricky with translucent resin because it's hard to like blend and even do anything with it because it's like it's see-through, especially if it's fully see-through because then it's just dipped in that color resin.
So there's not necessarily
not
a
an
really
easy
good
repair
fix.
without it going unnoticed. If you did repair it, I was just working that out with somebody else actually in the chat yesterday.
Awesome. I appreciate your insight there. Again, guys, I just want to promote again Wednesday night, the live auction show. So please join us. I may be there. I'm not sure. I am going to maybe be on the road. But then, of course, the January 11th show for the Batsy Awards. Anything else you guys want to say or talk about before we call it good for tonight?
I got maybe if I could finish editing this guy tomorrow.
Oh, there he finally. Let me solo you here. He finally got what you should do a video just on the adventure of getting it, because it was.
My beginning rant is just basically that.
Just trying to find that dang thing. I think we said like what they made 3 of them. I think is what was all Sideshow made, and that's one of them. That's one of the 3. So congratulations.
That's what the video is about, basically. So
that's right. The name says it best. He says, "Merry Christmas, everyone." And I cannot stress, I hope everybody has a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a very happy New Year. Again, tons and tons of big video content this week here on the channel. So if you're a member, you're going to see some of that early. So again, thanks to our new members tonight. I really appreciate it. Also, again, check out Eric B at All Things Art. Obviously, he's going to have a brand new video on his channel, so definitely check it out. I want to thank Matt T for coming in. And I also want to thank Jeff Morris, as always. Again, love the Christmas PJs. Those are fantastic. And I also want to give a shout out again to Jeff Delaney. Hope Jeff feels better. And also, of course, Dan, hopefully he is getting caught up on all the stuff that he needed to do today with his power being out. So Merry Christmas. Again, stay tuned to the channel. Hope you guys all have a very, very Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve. Again, I cannot believe it's here. It's my favorite time of year. So I hope everybody enjoys themselves. It's safe travels to everybody. And again, stay tuned to the channel because, man, you ain't seen nothing yet. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks again to Prime One, and we'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.